been gone for a little minute from my military spouse videos, but this video is basically going to be about questions that some of my friends have asked me about being a new military spouse, and then also some things that people told me before I actually got out here to our first duty station, like told me what to expect and stuff like that. So it's for the young and the new military spouses. So the first question that I got was, what is the relationship between officer wives and enlisted wives? Um, there is no real relationship. Like, you don't have to have a relationship with them if you don't want to have a relationship with them. They don't have to have one with you. They don't want to have one with you. Just because you guys have like an officer wife and an enlisted wife, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It's like, if you see them out somewhere, you're not like you don't have to do certain things. You don't have to stop and talk to them, or like, I mean, it's just like they're people. Nobody's walking around with "my husband's enlisted, my husband's an officer" on their shirt. So it's like you wouldn't really know unless you like know them, or like your spouse told you, like, you know, something like that. But from my experience, I mean, I don't go around looking for them, so I don't really encounter that many officer wives anyway. Just when we went to the holiday party, but they were sitting at their table, we were sitting at our table. So like I said, if you don't want to talk to them, you don't have to talk to them. It's not the end of the world, so there doesn't have to be a relationship. Do wives wear their husband's rank? I haven't experienced it, so I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. But if you've experienced a spouse wearing their spouse's rank, and by wearing their rank, I don't mean physically wearing their rank like on their clothes. I mean you're acting a certain way and you're expecting people to treat you a certain way because of your spouse's rank. That's what I mean. So I haven't experienced that out here. If you have, feel free to comment down below your experience. I was told that I would be belittled by the officer wives. Like, when I met them, they would kind of make me feel like they were better than me, but I haven't experienced that from the ones that I've actually met. One that I actually met was really, really cool. She was really laid back, and she was just talking to us like we was just her girlfriends every day, just talking. It wasn't like I gotta sit up straight and watch how I talk to her and watch what I say to her. It was just really relaxed. It was really cool. So, she didn't wear her husband's rank. But like I said, that's just my experience. Everybody have different experiences. So if you have experienced somebody wearing their spouse's rank, what happened in the situation, just feel free to comment that down below for people who are watching this video that might be kind of afraid of something like that, you know, and you can just tell them like what you went through or what happened or whatever. Because I haven't experienced anything like that so far. Do you need to join a club to make friends? No, you don't need to join a club to make friends. And honestly, there aren't that many clubs on the base anyway. Like, I haven't found that many clubs. I found the Officer Wives Club online, but clearly you have to be a wife of an officer to be in that club. And then I found the Enlisted Wives Club online, but I just didn't feel the need to join a club because I don't like feeling like I have to be grouped with certain people to be friends. Like, I don't feel like just because all of our husbands are enlisted, we have to be friends. Like, that's just not how I operate in my mind. Sorry. So, that's not how I operate. So I'm going to say no. But if you're a person who needs to join a club to meet people, then by all means, join a club. If you have joined a club and met some really great people, you can comment that down below your experience as well. But me personally, I don't see the need to join a club unless you just like clubs, or it's a club that you really want to be in, like they got like a knitting club or something. Then by all means, if you like to knit, then you want to be around people that like to knit. That makes sense. But as far as joining a club, like just like I have to join a club because I don't have any friends, I don't believe in that. So to answer that question, no, I don't feel like you have to join the club. How do you make friends? How did I make friends on base when I got out here? I made my first friend, Leandra. But we had our friendship form when her husband invited my family to their cookout that they was having. So that's where I met her, and we started talking about hair, and we realized we both YouTube. So that's how we kind of like, you know, got cool because we had that in common. And find the Facebook page for whatever duty station you're going to, whatever base you're going to. Find the Facebook page for that, like the friend Facebook page. Like I'm on Edwards Air Force Base, so we have a Facebook page called Edwards Air Force Base Friends, and everybody that is dealing with the military out here on this base is on that page. So whether they live on base or off base, they're on the page. So you can go on there and you can like ask people what is there to do around the town because you're new. Some people may reach out to hang out with you. So like our friend Kelsey, that's basically what happened with her. That's basically how we met her. She came on the website, on the Facebook page, and was like, she was new, what was there to do and stuff like that. So Leandra actually reached out to her and was just talking to her about stuff that there's to do out here. And they exchanged numbers. We actually all met for real when we went to go get our nails done. So that was just the beginning of a beautiful friendship between the three of us, and we are all really, really close right now to this day. So that's how I made my friends, the old-fashioned way. You meet people in person that you got stuff in common with, and you go from there. Because like I have other friends on base too, but those are just like my closest ones. So that's why I put their examples up here. Hope they don't mind. Next question. Well, this one actually isn't a question. This was taught to me, and this is know your husband's social better than you know your own. Definitely, that is definitely true. That is the best advice anybody can give you as a new spouse. Know your spouse's social better than you know your own, because that's the only social, honestly, that freaking matters out here. If you go to the doctor, if you go to the pharmacy, if you're calling your insurance company, if you are going into like the office to try to get a spouse of preference, any of these things, trying to get a pass, a visitor's pass for base for somebody that's coming to visit you, anything, you need to know your spouse's social, because that's what they're going to ask for. They don't really give a crap about yours. They want to know who the heck's in the military, and it's your spouse. So you need to know that, because you're going to be asked that a lot. I get asked his social more than I get asked my social, so I know his social pretty much better than I know mine's. Yeah. This one is learning some terminology. That's a personal thing that I want to put out there. It don't hurt to brush up on a little military lingo before you go to your first duty station, because I did not know what a commissary was. So if you're watching this video, you don't know what a commissary is, don't feel bad, because I didn't know either. It's the grocery store. So, but it's not going to be called the grocery store. It's going to be called the commissary. And that's what people are going to be calling it on base. They're not going to be saying the grocery store. They're going to be saying the commissary. The exchange. I thought it was somewhere you go to exchange stuff. I mean, that makes sense though, right? I mean, unless you look at me like I'm stupid. But that's what I thought it was. But the exchange is like the little mini mart. So that's where you have like, they sell like clothes and shoes and furniture and electronics. It's kind of like your little Walmart. It's your Walmart without the food, basically, because they got everything else in there. So that's the exchange. The gas station is called the Express. So just like know little stuff like that. So you're not just like, when people talking, you're like, what? Because that's how I was at first. Just stuff like that. You're a beneficiary. You are a beneficiary. You are not a sponsor. So if you ever call somebody and they ask the sponsor's information, that's your spouse. That's the person that's in the military. That's not you. But I'm actually thinking about coming back doing a video about just military terminology, period. So you can just learn like different terms and stuff that you might hear on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm going to end this video. That's my advice and answer some of the questions that I've been asked before about being a new spouse on a new military base. So yeah, if you have any questions that you might have wanted me to have answered in this video, feel free to comment down below, and I have no problem doing another question and answer video. Anything that I ever talked about, you have personal experiences with anything I said in this video and you feel like you need to share it with somebody, feel free. I won't be mad with anybody sharing their stories, because that's really what this is about, me doing these videos. And so different spouses can share what they went through to help other spouses. So, until next time, guys, I will see you later.